Every single minute, someone in this country is rushed to the emergency room because their heart simply gave out. And right now, at this very moment, your blood vessels could be quietly closing in without a single warning sign. But here is what almost no one is willing to share with you. There are 8 natural drinks that can begin restoring healthy circulation in just 2 days. No pills, no procedures, just simple juices made from real ingredients. Picture this. You open your eyes in the morning and your fingers feel warm again. That uncomfortable pressure sitting on your chest suddenly feels lighter. Walking up a flight of stairs no longer leaves your legs heavy and aching. This is not wishful thinking. This is what happens when you finally feed your blood vessels exactly what they have been starving for. I have arranged all 8 of these drinks from the weakest to the most powerful, so you know precisely which ones deserve your attention and which one is honestly a waste of your money. And the drink sitting at the very top of this list, a recent medical study discovered it reduced the stiffness inside arteries by as much as 21%. 21% from just one glass. There is a very good chance the main ingredient is already in your kitchen, but the way most people consume it, it does almost nothing for the heart. What I am about to reveal goes against the standard advice. Most heart specialists still give their patients. They are not entirely wrong, but they overlooked something critical. By the time you finish watching this, you will finally understand why your blood vessels kept deteriorating, even when you were following every rule, eating the right foods, taking the right steps, doing everything you were told. Let me describe what is happening, like inside your circulatory system, like right now. Once you pass the age of 50, like your body starts making less of a vital molecule called nitric oxide, roughly 7% less with each passing decade. Nitric oxide is the key substance that keeps your blood vessels soft, flexible, and fully open. When production drops, your arteries harden. They shrink, inflammation creeps in, and your blood struggles to reach your heart, your brain, even your legs. When nitric oxide fades, everything starts falling apart. The walls of your vessels develop tiny fractures. Cholesterol slips into those cracks. Buildup forms layer after layer, and silent inflammation spreads through the damaged tissue. You cannot see it, you cannot feel it, but it is there, growing worse every day. Your physician will recommend cutting sodium, taking cholesterol medication, and exercising more. Those things matter, but they only address what is on the surface. They do not fix the real problem, your body's collapsing ability to produce nitric oxide. And this decline is not permanent. It can be turned around. But first, you need to understand the science. Certain natural drinks force your body to start generating nitric oxide again, not through some mysterious process, through proven biochemistry, backed by published research. Your body takes specific compounds found in these drinks, called nitrates and polyphenols, and converts them directly into nitric oxide. When nitric oxide surges through your system, your blood vessels relax within hours. That is vasodilation, your arteries expanding wide, like a 4-lane highway, instead of a narrow, congested road. Circulation can improve by 20 to 40% in a single week. That tightness in the chest lifts. Cold hands warm up. Mental fog clears. And over weeks, real healing begins. Damaged vessel walls start repairing. Inflammation settles down. And dangerous buildup slows, stabilizes, and in some cases, begins reversing. But not every juice works the same. Some are complete marketing tricks, pasteurized, sugar-filled bottles that actually accelerate damage to your arteries. Some have real benefits, but carry serious risks if you take blood thinners or pressure medication. And a few are genuine breakthroughs, or costing just pennies per glass. Drink number 8, sour cherry juice. You have probably seen this recommended everywhere: health websites, social media boards, superfood lists. Sour cherry juice contains anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that combat inflammation. Research published in a functional foods journal showed that drinking it daily reduced one inflammation marker by about 7% over 4 weeks. That is measurable. But 7% will not unclog your arteries or rebuild your nitric oxide levels. Think of sour cherry juice as light maintenance, like repainting a house while the foundation crumbles underneath, and most bottled versions are packed with added sugar, 25 to 30 grams per serving. That sugar surge triggers insulin, which drives more inflammation, the very thing you are trying to eliminate. You end up fighting fire with fuel. If you choose to use it, buy the unsweetened organic variety and keep servings to 4 ounces daily, but do not expect dramatic results. Effectiveness rating 2 out of 10. Drink number 7, melon rind with ginger juice. This combination gets promoted heavily in the wellness community. And there is a reason. The white rind of watermelon contains citrulline, an amino acid your body transforms into arginine, which then converts into nitric oxide. Research in a physiology journal found citrulline supplementation improved circulation by around 12% over 6 weeks, but the effect from the rind juice alone is modest at best. You would need nearly a full quart every day to match those clinical doses, and ginger adds some anti-inflammatory benefit, but it will not dramatically improve your vessels on its own. Most people prepare this incorrectly. They juice only the red flesh and discard the rind. The rind is where the citrulline hides. You must blend the white and green portions with a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger. Even done perfectly, this drink barely touches what is coming higher on the list. Effectiveness rating? 3 out of 10. Drink number 6, celery with citrus juice. Celery juice became hugely popular a few years ago. People treated it like a universal remedy. Most of those claims were heavily exaggerated, but for blood pressure and vessel flexibility, there is legitimate science. Celery contains a compound abbreviated NBP, which relaxes the smooth muscle tissue lining your blood vessels. University research showed NBP reduced blood pressure in test subjects by approximately 14%. The citrus adds vitamin C, which shields nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly, but celery juice is naturally high in sodium. One full bunch juice delivers around 400 milligrams. For someone over 60 already managing their pressure, that is concerning, and organic celery runs $3 to $4 per bunch. You need a full bunch per serving. That adds up to $90 or more monthly. If you try it, use only 4 stalks. Squeeze in half a citrus fruit and dilute with 8 ounces of water. Drink it first thing in the morning before eating. But far stronger options are ahead. Effectiveness rating 4 out of 10. Drink number 5, carrot with golden root and citrus juice. This one catches people off guard. Carrots do not exactly scream cardiovascular health, but they are a legitimate vessel protector. They deliver alpha and beta carotene, plus a compound called falcarinol that reduces oxidative stress directly inside your artery walls. Combine that with curcumin from golden root, one of the most researched anti-inflammatory compounds ever studied. A review of 11 clinical trials found curcumin supplementation improved the function of vessel linings by 23%. The effect begins within 2 hours. Your fingers feel warmer, your legs feel lighter on stairs, but curcumin absorbs poorly without black pepper. Add a quarter teaspoon of ground pepper to every glass. Your recipe: 3 large carrots, 1 citrus fruit, a half-inch piece of fresh golden root, or a quarter teaspoon of the dried powder, a quarter teaspoon of black pepper, 4 ounces of water. Blend everything together. Do not strain it. The pulp slows sugar absorption so you avoid an insulin spike. One drawback: it stains everything. Your blender, your teeth, your counter. Dedicate a specific cup for this drink. Effectiveness rating 6 out of 10. Drink number 4. Cranberry with hibiscus tea blend. This combination is massively underestimated. Everyone associates cranberries only with bladder health. That misses the bigger picture. The endothelium, that thin layer of cells lining every vessel in your body, is where cardiovascular disease begins when it becomes damaged. Cranberries are rich in proanthocyanidins, which repair and shield that delicate lining directly. Now add hibiscus tea. A nutrition study found that drinking hibiscus tea daily lowered the top blood pressure number by 13 points in just 6 weeks. But what truly stunned the researchers: vessel stiffness improved by 31% in that same period. People often notice changes within 5 to 7 days, chest tightness loosens, headaches ease, evening ankle swelling decreases, and it costs almost nothing. Dried hibiscus flowers run about $6 and last a full month. Frozen cranberries cost around $3. Steep 2 tablespoons of dried hibiscus in hot water for 10 minutes. Let it cool. Blend in a quarter cup of whole cranberries. Do not strain. Those cranberry fibers slow sugar absorption. One important caution: hibiscus can lower pressure rapidly. If you already take pressure medication, speak with your physician before beginning. Effectiveness rating 8 out of 10. Drink number 3, tomato with raw garlic juice. I understand it sounds more like a cooking base than a heart remedy, but for vessel stiffness and nitric oxide production, the evidence is strong. Raw garlic contains a precursor compound. When you crush the cloves, an enzyme transforms it into allicin. Allicin stimulates your vessel lining cells to generate nitric oxide, but it also activates hydrogen sulfide pathways, a completely separate system that relaxes blood vessels. You are triggering 2 mechanisms instead of 1. Tomatoes multiply this effect. Lycopene prevents harmful cholesterol from oxidizing, and oxidized cholesterol is what actually penetrates artery walls and forms dangerous buildup. A cardiovascular research study found this pairing improved vessel elasticity by 36% over 8 weeks. How to prepare it? Blend 2 medium-ripe tomatoes with 2 crushed raw garlic cloves that have rested for 10 minutes after crushing. That waiting period is essential. It allows the active compound to fully develop. Add a small pinch of sea salt and black pepper. Consume it immediately. The flavor is challenging. But if you are serious about your cardiovascular health, you will manage. Effectiveness rating 8.5 out of 10. Drink number 2, pomegranate with beetroot juice. This pairing delivers the highest natural concentration of vessel-healing compounds available in any drinkable form. Nothing else on this list comes close. Pomegranate provides punicalagins, a polyphenol so potent that a single glass delivers more antioxidant power than red wine, green tea, and berry juice combined. Beet contributes massive quantities of dietary nitrates. Together, they create an artery restoration powerhouse. Clinical nutrition research found pomegranate juice alone reversed vessel wall thickness by 30% over 1 year. When university researchers tested beetroot juice, pressure dropped within 3 hours. Not weeks, hours. Combined. A published study showed a 44% increase in blood flow after just 4 weeks. Your recipe: blend 1 cup of fresh pomegranate seeds with 1 medium raw beet chopped into pieces. Add half a lemon and 4 ounces of water. Blend until smooth. Do not strain. Drink immediately because the active nitrate compounds begin degrading the moment they contact air. Within 1 week, people report warmer hands, reduced leg fatigue, and sharper mental clarity. Within a month, blood pressure improvements become clearly visible in home readings. The only reason this is not number 1, preparation difficulty. Raw beets are firm and messy. Pomegranate seeds are seasonal and can cost $4 to $6 per fruit. But if you commit to the routine, this drink performs better than most prescription pressure medications without the side effects. Effectiveness rating 9 out of 10. Now the moment you have been waiting for. The undisputed champion of vessel healing drinks. Drink number 1, beet greens and citrus juice. This is the one, the combination that outperformed every other option in clinical testing. Beet delivers the highest concentration of dietary nitrates in any drinkable form. Your body converts those nitrates into nitric oxide with remarkable efficiency. But what makes this specific combination extraordinary? Spinach adds a second massive wave of nitrates through a completely different absorption pathway. Beet nitrates absorb rapidly for an immediate surge. Leafy green nitrates absorb more slowly for sustained production over many hours. You get a powerful initial boost followed by a long-lasting effect. No other drink on this entire list achieves that. 1 glass provides roughly 400 to 500 milligrams of dietary nitrates. Your blood vessels begin relaxing within 90 minutes. Circulation increases by 20 to 39% within 3 hours. A landmark clinical study found that adults who consumed this daily for 4 weeks experienced a 7-point average reduction in their top pressure number, a 24% improvement in vessel lining function, a measurable decrease in arterial stiffness, and a significant reduction in the blood cell clumping that triggers heart attacks and strokes. The citrus is not just for flavor. Vitamin C prevents your nitric oxide from breaking down prematurely. And citric acid enhances nitrate absorption by up to 30%. Your exact recipe: 1 medium raw beet chopped into pieces, 2 generous handfuls of fresh leafy greens, the juice of 1 full lemon, 6 ounces of water. Blend everything together thoroughly. Do not strain it. That fiber slows sugar absorption and nourishes the beneficial bacteria in your gut that help convert nitrates into nitric oxide. Drink it every morning before eating anything else. People describe feeling warmth returning to their hands and feet within hours. The heaviness in the chest lifts within days, and within 4 to 6 weeks, the transformation is profound. Effectiveness rating, a perfect 10 out of 10. Here's exactly how to build your daily routine. Start each morning with your beet greens and citrus juice, 1 full glass on an empty stomach. This becomes your foundation. In the afternoon, add either the cranberry hibiscus blend or the tomato garlic juice to speed up your progress. You do not need both. Choose one and stay consistent for maximum benefit. Include the pomegranate beet juice 3 to 4 times weekly as an evening drink. That is the complete protocol. No complicated schedule, no costly supplements. Within 3 days, warmth returns to your hands and feet. Within 1 week, chest tightness and leg cramping fade noticeably. Within 2 weeks, you walk further, climb stairs more easily, and your energy stays steady through the entire afternoon. Within 1 month, your pressure readings improve so dramatically that your physician will be genuinely surprised at your next visit. But consistency matters more than anything else. You cannot drink this for 3 days and expect lasting change. This is a daily practice, just like caring for your teeth. And it costs roughly $50 monthly. Compare that to prescriptions costing hundreds, with side effect lists that go on forever. Avoid these critical mistakes. First, do not use antibacterial mouth rinse right before or after your juice. The beneficial bacteria living on your tongue convert dietary nitrates into nitric oxide. Destroy those bacteria and you eliminate the entire benefit. Wait at least 30 minutes. Second, do not consume a large meal immediately after. Food slows nitrate absorption and can reduce effectiveness by half. Third, do not expect overnight transformation. Full vessel healing requires 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily commitment. Fourth, do not discontinue any prescribed medications without consulting your physician. These drinks provide powerful cardiovascular support, but you need professional guidance for any major changes. And finally, do not purchase processed, pasteurized, sugar-loaded commercial versions of these juices. That bottled beet drink sitting on a store shelf for months has lost most of its active compounds. Avoid added sweeteners, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. If the label lists more than 3 ingredients, put it back on the shelf. Your body wants to recover. Your blood vessels want to be soft, flexible, and wide open again. But they need the right building blocks. For decades, you have been told that cardiovascular decline is simply an unavoidable part of growing older. That is simply not true. It is preventable. It is reversible. These drinks deliver concentrated amounts of the precise compounds your cardiovascular system requires to generate nitric oxide once again. You are not battling the aging process. You are correcting a nutritional gap that modern processed diets created. Previous generations consumed beets regularly. They ate leafy greens and tomatoes fresh from the soil. Garlic accompanied every meal. We stopped doing that. We fill ourselves with processed foods, stripped of these vital compounds, and then wonder why our vessels deteriorate after 60. You are not broken. Your nutrition is broken. Restore the nutrition. Restore the vessels. Here is my personal challenge to you. Commit to drinking your beet greens and citrus juice every single morning for 30 consecutive days. Just 30 days. Pay close attention to how you feel. Notice the warmth returning to your hands and feet. Observe your energy levels and walking stamina improving week after week. Write down your blood pressure reading today, measure it again in 30 days. You will see a difference you can actually measure with real numbers. This approach works. The research behind it is solid. The results are undeniable, but you have to take the first step. Your vessels will not repair themselves while you wait. Begin tomorrow morning. 1 medium beet, 2 handfuls of fresh greens, 1 whole lemon, 6 ounces of water, empty stomach, 30 days. Your heart, your energy, and your independence will all be better for it. Start this journey tomorrow morning and take back control of your health.